Hi friends, so today we are doing a different video. I've never done something like this before. So I'm a bit of a mess at the moment, not gonna lie. I'm in my pajamas. I'm gonna need to get changed because we are going to be making something to donate to our firefighters. So if you are unaware, we have a fire out in the Flinders Rangers, which is like pretty local to me, kind of like an hour away. And the fires are like in the Flinders Rangers near Wilmington. That's not close to me at all. So we're completely fine and safe, but it's been burning for over a week now and the firefighters are asking for donations. So Carve and Cut Meat, which is a local butcher's in my town, they are going to do a donation run tomorrow and the cutoff time is 5 p.m. Now, with Nick and I just getting this pantry and doing the fridge, we don't have anything. We literally have no snacks. We did, unfortunately, have leftover snacky things like that we just weren't gonna use and we threw it away. Again, pantry stuff probably about a month ago, fridge stuff literally, well, I mean, it's fridge stuff anyhow. There was nothing ready to chuck out with the fridge. But yeah, we didn't really chuck anything out. But pantry stuff we did. Anyway, so needless to say, we don't have anything. But we do have cornflakes. It is an open box. It's freshly open. The cornflakes, not cornflakes, the crunchy nut, well, they're kind of cornflakes anyway. They are good. Now, someone commented asking if they accept homemade baked treats, and they do. They said they actually, like, it's fine. It's a popular thing amongst the firefighters, or what they gravitate towards. You just can't have any icing or any fresh cream, obviously, because it melts. So we have these cornflakes in the cupboard and there is a recipe for Florentines. The only ingredients I am missing is sultanas and cherries. So I'm going to go out and get changed because, like I said, I'm in my pajamas already. So I'll go and get dressed again. I'll go out, buy those two ingredients, and we're going to make some Florentines out of this crunchy nut. Never made Florentines before. We used to sell them at a shop, a little shop I used to work at, and they were popular. A lot of people brought them. So I'm interested to do that. And yeah, we'll get that made up, packaged up, and then I'll drop that off once I finish work tomorrow, which will be before the 5 p.m. deadline tomorrow. And it just feels good knowing, like, a box of cereal that's freshly open. Probably, I mean, I'm not gonna reach for it. Nick probably wouldn't either. He did buy that one, I think. Maybe I did, I don't know. We always get in kicks up. We want cereal, we have a bowl with it, like, we're good with it. So knowing, pretty sure this isn't gonna get used between two of us, while it is still nice and fresh, turning it into a recipe and donating it to people who are asking for donations, and obviously doing a fantastic job. I know there's been like over 100 firefighters. I think they were getting firefighters from interstate as well. I don't know. I'm feeling I'm getting confused because I know there's a lot of fires in Victoria too. But either way, there is a lot of firefighters and they do need to take some snacks and some foods. So although we don't have the budget, especially today, to go out and buy a lot to give, we can go out, buy a couple of ingredients, make up and give that. So let's go to the shops, come back and make some Florentine. Alright, so now I've got the two ingredients we were missing, which was the glazed cherries and sultanas. Those two items together was $8.45. Could I use that money to get a box or two of muesli bars to donate instead? Of course I could, but you guys know me, I enjoy gifting food and seeing the joy. I mean, obviously I'm not going to see the joy, but just I like making food and giving food. So unfortunately I'm not doing 101 different recipes to give them, but I'm sure a lot of people in our town and elsewhere, other towns as well around this area, will be donating a lot. So they should be fine, and if even one singular firefighter does taste it and it made them happy or they enjoyed it, then it's worth it for me. Also, Florentines are generally covered in chocolate, so if you see that there, my camera doesn't have autofocus, so If not, I will just take a picture of that and insert it. But they're like dipped in chocolate. I'm not gonna do that. I think I might chop up some chocolate bits, put it in, and I'll just drizzle chocolate, just because I'm gonna put them in Ziploc bags, because that was another thing that they didn't require, I suppose request, is that the foods and the items were pre-portioned, so it's not like a whole tray or box of freshly baked cookies. Is because they will grab up their snacks and then they'll take them onto the shift while they're fighting the fires. And some of them are there for like 12 hours plus, so it's all proportioned, or they prefer proportioned stuff. So I'm just gonna put them in Ziploc bags. I'm sure that'll be fine, hopefully. Otherwise, recipe seems good. It's just putting it all in a bowl, putting it in the oven, and then we'll drizzle on some chocolate. So let's get to it. Alrighty, so the recipe calls for a 20 to 30 centimeter baking pan. I have a 27 by 17 centimeter pan, so little bit smaller dish. That means they're going to be slightly thicker. Hopefully they'll be okay. We're just going to line it with some baking paper, and I got the oven preheating at 180 degrees Celsius. I'll set that to the side. So one bowl here, I just got a 1 cup measurer. We want 2.5 cups of the cornflake. 1, 2, so that's half. It asks for 3/4 of a cup of sultanas. Lots of sultanas left. I actually don't mind sultanas, I don't think. Let's try it. Yeah, they're pretty good. Half a cup of glazed cherries chopped. So, oh, these are sticky, aren't they? Ugh, sticky, sticky. I'll just roughly chop these up. And what did I say? Half a cup. So we'll just put that in our measurer. I feel like Nick would absolutely love this treat. So I feel like, I mean, me and him will have a small piece each to taste. But I might need to make, because I didn't thought I would like these cherries, but they're quite nice. And now I've got plenty left over and sultanas left over. I might need to make us a batch on the weekend to enjoy. That's probably about 3/4 of a cup, but that's okay. I'm just going to chuck it in because it's already all chopped up. I'm sure that'll be fine. Next ingredient, and the final ingredient, besides from the chocolate, actually I will add some chocolate in. But it is condensed milk, but I'm going to go wash my sticky fingers. And with the condensed milk, they are requiring 2/3 of a cup. Oh, everything's so sticky. I should have done those cherries last, but that's okay. So again, just, oh, this is so sticky. Just gonna use this 1 cup measure and eyeball the 2/3 mark. There's about half a can of condensed milk. And this leftover condensed milk, see, I could use that for another batch, or sometimes Nick makes fruit salad, and we be naughty and turn healthy fruit unhealthy by drizzling condensed milk in it as well. But it is delicious. And that cup measure can go straight into the dishwasher so I don't get anything else sticky. So Mum got me onto these containers here. She gets them from Coles and Woolies, I assume. I don't know. But she brought a bunch for Christmas for my brother and I. So I got all my baking chocolate in the one spot now, which is fantastic. So we got some milk chocolate chips. I think it called for dark chocolate. Dark or milk chocolate melted, obviously to dip in. But we got, however much that is, we can just add in to it. We might not even drizzle on top, to be honest. We might just leave it like this. I'm just thinking the presentation will be nicer once it's been transported, rather than having I think this is all white. Yeah. We need to do baking with white chocolate. We got white chocolate bits, 3 blocks of white chocolate, and some more milk chocolate. But I think that's plenty. Or yeah, I'll do a little bit more. I'm not going to drizzle it with chocolate, just because I want the presentation while it's in a Ziploc bag to look as nice as possible. And I just fear drizzling or dipping with chocolate. Shit, I wasn't really paying attention. That's probably too much now. Oh well, it's in. Yeah, drizzling or dipping with chocolate, it might just get mucky on the bag, and then the presentation's not that nice. That's just what I'm thinking. But all of our ingredients are in here, so we'll give it a mix. We want to press it into our prepared pan and then bake for about 20 minutes or until lightly brown. Cool in pan before cutting into squares, and then dip it in chocolate. Okay, so we're not dipping it in chocolate, but it says 20 minutes or lightly brown. The top's going to brown regardless on how thick this is, so I don't know. I'll put the timer on for 20 minutes and I'll check it. It might go in for a couple minutes extra, just knowing that these are going to be slightly thicker than what the recipe says, just because my pan's that little bit smaller. But we'll see how we go. So one trick is, once I get it kind of even throughout the pan, is we will grab some baking paper. And this really helps compact it into place. Just like that. That looks so good. These are now going to go into the oven. They look and smell so good. I really do think Nick and I will enjoy a treat like this. So I'm definitely going to make enough. I got enough cherry sultanas, condensed milk, chocolate. Maybe not enough crunchy nut. Don't really want to buy another box of crunchy nut. Oh, but then again, maybe I can make a couple batches of these and share it with family as well in the future. So maybe I will buy another box of crunchy nut. Yeah. Anywho, these are going to go into the oven for, 20 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. We'll see. So while these are now in the oven, I thought it'd be a good time to write out on these bags. Is this completely necessary to do? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if it's a requirement or not. I just thought, being a fussy eater myself, I would like to know what's in what I'm eating, especially being a baked good, like a homemade baked good. So I just went ahead and done it anyhow. And then I just wrote a little thank you to the person as well, because obviously they're doing a fantastic job out there doing what they're doing. And this is just one way just to show appreciation. Like I said, we're not even in a danger zone. We're far, far from it. It's just, I don't know. I think it'd be nice. So that's what I've done anyhow. I just listed out the ingredients and wrote thank you on each bag. And the Florentines finished baking before I finished these bags. It actually took me a whole lot longer to fill out these bags than I thought. So they came out of the oven. I finished writing on the bags, and then I took, as they were like cooling in the pan, I don't know, it was probably about 10-15 minutes later, I finished the bags, and then I took the wrapper off. So this is them freshly out the oven. It smelled so good. I'm like, yep, I am tasting a little piece for myself. That's all the bags done up, and then I unwrapped the baking paper off and let it cool completely before we cut into it. Okay. I thought to make it cool down quicker and so the bottom doesn't sweat in the pan. So as I was writing out those labels, I was about halfway through the bags. I was about halfway through when the oven went off. So I had, I don't know, that took me the longest writing out the bags. So like it's cooled down a bit, but it started to get a bit floppy just then, taking off the paper. So hopefully I haven't ruined it. It did say to let it cool in the pan, but I just feel like it's not sweats, or maybe, I don't know, like, because it's so hot and there's no airflow. So hopefully I didn't ruin it by taking it out, but it smells amazing. Also, I'm nervous with the serving sizes. It's gonna look kind of scabby, like stingy. So the recipe says 12. I'm gonna cut it exactly into 12. And Nick and I, we're just not gonna try any because I would rather gift it to them. And I'm pretty confident this is gonna taste amazing. But like I said, on our next grocery shop, I'm gonna get more cornflake or crunchy nut, and we'll make a batch for ourselves to enjoy. All right, so we got it on the chalkboard. Let's chop it up. I am hoping it doesn't like completely crumble. So we want this into 12. So if I do thirds and then half, that would be 6, and then each piece in half again. Okay. Oh. It's like sticky but crunchy. Any crumbs is what Nick and I will share. I think next time I make this, I'm going to make the mixture in like egg rings or something, press them into egg rings and bake it that way, so you don't even have to chop it, and then it's just already like that. It will just be less mess chopping wise, and in that way all of these outsides are nice and crispy. So if it's all in its own egg ring, it's just baking times will be a bit different maybe. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to experiment. But that's just what I'm thinking. And also, I'm sure you guys have noticed I'm back in my pajamas. I cannot just wear regular clothes at home. It just, I hate it. It's just not comfy. Okay, there's definitely some crumbs for Nick and I to share here. So that's right. So got them all packaged up. I just popped them on here just for a thumbnail. Potentially. I don't know, it's probably not the best thing to put on. We did have one that got stuck to the plate and that crumbled. So should maybe use a fresh plate. So that one will be for Nick and I to taste. But it makes me happy as well because Nick was at work, so I did call him and I told him what was my idea. And to be completely honest, I was going to do this regardless, but I was just talking to him about filming it because I know when people give things away and it's on social media, it comes off the wrong way a lot of the times, and that's obviously not my intentions here. It's just more so another recipe that I found that I wanted to try and show you guys. That's generally what I always do. So as well as that, as raising awareness, I hate saying that anyway but it is also just look at your community groups and see what's happening. Be bushfire ready, especially in our country, for anything would happen. Obviously I've never been in that, well not obviously, but I haven't been in that situation myself personally, thank God, and touch wood I won't be, but it is life and it happens. So I'm glad that I do follow my community and a lot of the pages, and like I said, it was our butchers that done the post saying that they are going to do the rundown there, and we're asking for donations to be dropped off to them so they can pass it on, and I just think that's really, really great. And yeah, just, I don't know, that was just that, but yeah. But he's home now and it's getting late, we got to do dinner and things, and I have to get to bed. But tomorrow while I'm at work, he said he's going to make some protein balls as well and put some protein balls in here because we got all the ingredients, and I'm like, that's actually a really good idea too. So he kind of got inspired from me wanting to do this. He didn't even see the post, but But yeah, so that just makes me good. And then it's two lots of homemade goodies that we'll end up doing. But yeah, so I'm happy with that. We are quickly gonna do a taste test of our broken piece here. So I'm sure it's gonna taste really, really good. I was right, that is really, really good. So simple.
How's the protein balls?
I'm making them again. But that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. And
see you in the next video. Bye.
Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe down. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.